Hey, folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to our Monday live stream, and what is going to be, for the very, hopefully brief hiatus, final stream of Disco Elysium. We are going to be finishing this game. However, on Wednesday, the streaming embargo for Civilization 7 lifts, and obviously we're going to be streaming that. There's no choice whatsoever. That is 100% have to be a lock-in for the channel. And in fact, it would not surprise me if I started early on that day to give us plenty of time. So clear your schedule. Wednesday, Civilization 7. And most likely for the next few streams as well. Theoretically, the next day after, some people will get the early start of Civ 7. I don't necessarily agree with this strategy as a thing, but okay, whatever, fine. And then on the 11th, everyone who buys it, even the base version, will have access to Civ 7. We will, at some point, wrap up whatever campaign we're doing there. We might fit in a couple, depending on how much we stream, because I might just do some extra streaming days. That's conceivable as well. It'll really depend a lot on the voice, but we'll do what we can. So we'll finish and wrap up things. So we might get one, we might get two. We'll see how it goes. Hell, might get more. I don't know. And then we will return to Disco Elysium. So I don't know which streaming day we will return to DE, but that will be the idea. And then maybe we'll do, some streams will be DE, some streams will Civ. We're going to figure out a schedule at that point. But today we play Disco Elysium. Wednesday, we definitely play Civ 7. Done. Good. Excellent. Groovy. Yeah. So yeah, Wednesday, January the 5th is when the streaming embargo lifts. As of now, the review embargo and the full embargo for content on YouTube, like pre-recorded content, is lifted, which is why the Let's Play over on the YubTubs is going crazy right now. And then streaming on Wednesday. Device taking some notes about what you're doing at the end of the stream so you can remember when you come back. Yeah, but we do also have the journal, which helps a lot. Because even today, loading up the game, I was like, what am I supposed to do? Let me double check the journal and see what it is. I've got a few different things to talk about, some people in here. It is time for us to talk about Titus and bring up what Klaasje, however we say her name, what she said about the fact that she wasn't actually assaulted, even though they claim that she was, which is getting a little bit mucky, and we'll do what we can. I think I had talked about maybe putting a stat in, whatever it was, that's the only one I don't remember, whatever it was to talk to this fella, because I find him quite fascinating. We failed the check, and I think I talked about, maybe putting a point in composure, just to reload that, because I was kind of curious about it. I don't mind composure. It's not a terrible stat. I do think we're probably also going to invest in drama, because I love drama. But yeah. What about, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? That's probably not going to happen right now because we're kind of busy with other things. But I would love to play, but even I'd love to play the first one, and maybe that'll be something we have to visit at that point. So yeah, maybe I'll put a point into composure over here. And we're going to give that a try. Let me do that first, and then we'll talk to Garte, and then we'll talk to Titus.
Hi again, Gendarme.
He's so different. I'm not wearing composure boosted clothing. Did I have some? Well, I have a +1. For all I know, that's all I have. I think I did put on the green snakeskin shoes exactly for this.
Hi again, Gendarme.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletics.
Oh well, we tried.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
All right, goodbye. Let's go talk to Garte and tell him we've got a new replacement stuffed bird for him. Won't that make up for all the damage we've done? I found a new bird for the whirling. I give him the ruffed grouse.
What is this thing?
No biggie, I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop. I want to apologize for breaking the great skua by bringing you this rough grouse. You know what? We are sorry, cop. We are sorry, so we will apologize.
Okay, well, this is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy.
Nice. Oh, and bad news, everyone. I didn't have time to brew my tea today, so I'm going to be powered by zero sugar Dr. Pepper today.
Well, I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm going to go with thank you.
You're very welcome.
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem.
Cool.
This was mostly about the fucking cardio. Massive cardio here. You'll live till 90, or you get a heart attack from running.
What does this have to do with cardio?
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
That's cute, Kim.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
Gart, I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
Yes, it
He
is.
tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
A bird was far away. That's true. We had to go back and forth.
You need to approach this situation logically. Ask him why he has the PA system installed if
Yeah.
you can't use it.
I do like this. John Law is about to tear it up sad style. But you know what, Rhetoric? That's an excellent point. Why do you even have the PA system if no one's going to use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
I'm sorry, what happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
No, I need more details than this. Listen, it's not a prop, it's for your clients. I know it's used.
Okay, yes, it's for some clients.
Aha! I'm a real client. I paid my bills, and I have the right to use the karaoke machine. Although I'm not paying my bill tonight because I'm not staying here anymore because I got a house.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
That's all right. I have my own song.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
Did I not actually need the ghetto blaster for this?
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go, baby. I don't think it's going to work. Bet you I get
The
electrocuted.
stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent.
8 a.m.
You can
karaoke.
hear the pellets creak under your feet.
Hey, it's midnight somewhere, baby.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This is a red check, can't be retried. We have to get more dramatic. I'm sorry, I don't have the right outfit on. I don't have my ensemble ready. Obviously, we need the Party Dragon Silk Robe. That's +1 drama, although so is the robe. I like the robe better for this. The mesh shirt, for sure. Okay. I can't take off the tie. I can't. Even though I want the +2 drama from the bow. Oh, man. The things I do for this tie. I don't know if I have anything else that's dramatic. Oh, I could get +2. Okay, so drama is it's an intellect check. Do I have any cigarettes? I know I consumed a pack. I don't know if I got some more. I don't. We can get ourselves a +1 with the cigarettes, but I guess we might go and do without. Damn. No, the tie doesn't give drama. I think it gives Inland Empire. So I really should switch to the bow tie.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak.
Just for a moment. You know, maybe the tie wants to be in the audience for the performance. Maybe that's what it is. Huh?
So,
I don't gotta break anything if I take it off, right? Yeah. Promise I'll put you right back on, buddy.
The stage is all set up.
Are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Look, Kim, I'm going to sing karaoke.
I can see that.
I'm going to put my lips against the microphone to test it. Mwah.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand? Hands. Where do you put your hands?
We'll look around the room first. Take it all in.
It's still early here. Faint daylight is seeping into the dining hall. All the tables have been wiped pristine clean for the customers to come. Someone's making coffee,
I'm doing my own light show.
but aside from that, no one's really around yet. It would be a much better idea to perform in the evening, no?
It would be a better idea to perform in the evening. We actually got penalties for clicking on these things. We went from 97% to 92%. No, karaoke calls to me now. I'm not waiting any longer. We could get the modifiers back up. I'm not worried about the modifiers, because honestly, we're probably just going to roll snake eyes if it's going to fail, so it's not going to matter what the modifiers are. It would be cooler at night. Oh, what do you think, chat? Do we wait for night, or do we just do it now? We've been waiting so long. So long. Look, some vote for nights right away. It does look really nice when the disco ball is going with all the light, right? Can't back down now. Yeah. I think we're going to wait. Dang it. I know. It's a big tease. I'm going to put the tie back on. I'll leave the rest of the outfit on, though. How about that? Dang it. Gotta have an audience. Yeah. Lena, I think we went through the conversation with you. Okay. Listen, Titus.
It's you again. What is it?
What do you think of my outfit? Okay. First, I found someone who saw the hanging. A witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
Well, I went to them, but...
That's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your...
The percentages do lie, Metasonian. My actual chance is lower than 97% because I do fail on 3s as well. I crit fail on 2s and 3s, and crit succeed on 12s and 11s, but the percentages don't reflect that. So 92% might in fact be my max. It wasn't about the percentage, it was about the vibe. And you're right. I think if everyone's right, nighttime is going to be better. All right, let's hear it then. Who's your mystery fella?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Yeah, I think I agree with that logic. Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
MI is short for moral intern. Moral intern is short for moralist.
Yes. I know.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said the end is here, the great undoing. We will all be vapor.
Vapor, huh? Well, that checks out at least.
For the record, which I have to type up later tonight, no apocalypse-related testimony was provided to us by the witness.
Check out the stand-up comedians the RCM has. When are we gonna get funny men like that?
The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
I'd imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funereal silence?
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
Bullseye. Glenn looks around uncomfortably. The lieutenant hit a nerve.
Did they? I don't remember this part. Whatever. The witness said he saw 2 people of Areopagite descent and 1 Mesk.
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Oh, black people, I guess, is what that's probably here.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene...
Can't always tell from the art whether they're, like, just dark and shaded.
Already told you. We were all there.
The witness said it looked like a surreal play.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever.
I mean, half the people are painted blue in this game.
Anything.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
All right, that's enough about the witness for now.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
I mean, sure.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
Yeah, you're not overburdened. You're not burdened by an overabundance of learning.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
Listen, so I talked to Joyce as well. The merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
I do.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Yes, they're forming some kind of tribunal. They're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole
Are you armed?
district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
Did you know that a single Serra's giant hornet can kill 40 bees a minute? I love that from their point of view, this is a complete non sequitur. But we're going to say it.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
You're the bees. They're the hornet. Doesn't explain anything.
We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do?
This Krenel's
Steer
bad
my
news.
men?
You know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or a barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
All right, but they are armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own.
Uh-huh.
We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
You think that'll pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
That was an unsure phrase.
No, Nihilus, you didn't miss the karaoke. I was all ready to do it, and then I decided I was going to wait until the evening. Not because we need the pluses, because we basically have the check maxed, but because it's going to be cooler. See what? That they don't?
Yeah. Like you've been up against ceramic armor.
I've been physically up against it, wearing it. I still have it on my hands.
You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him.
And I mean, I'm never going to assemble the full suit, and it makes me sad, but okay. Joyce said you'd gone rogue. They've gone rogue. Nobody's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
All right.
What do you mean? Okay.
Okay, they're going to wipe you the fuck out, Titus.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. My aura is not being very pink right now.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
So let's go over this so-called rape victim again that you claim.
Again?
I was going to say, I think we...
Seriously, man.
Yeah, okay, no.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, she said she wasn't assaulted.
Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're making up stories about people. Really effed up stories.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Whatever, Elizabeth. You're not doing a very good job controlling your client.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
Well, all I know is that I'm getting two very conflicting stories.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic
I
experience.
mean, that is entirely conceivable.
Down. And she doesn't fucking trust you.
And that's probably also true. Not gonna deny that.
She's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type.
And then you get this.
Fucked up.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
I didn't push her. She just volunteered this information.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Fucking what?
Titus
Do it.
Hardy.
Do it.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks. Frankly, it's a bit terrifying.
Yeah.
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
Oh, really?
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Yeah, show it to me.
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
Another apocalyptic actor in town? This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
I will listen to it, but first I'm going to taunt them a little. Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me already.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
Well, it's more of a binder, but...
I won't be
board?
on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
First, where did you get the tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
So you bugged them?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
So, which one of you is doing the advanced radio work then, given your lack of schooling?
It's not advanced.
Oh.
You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
So when I listen to this tape, what am I going to hear?
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why once you listen to it.
All right, where can I listen to this? I mean, I do have a boombox, but...
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Yeah, no shit, Kim. I already did.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
All right, it's enough for now.
Forget your tape, lawman.
Fine, I'll listen to it.
Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
I still don't know where the hell the story is going and this mystery. I don't even know what the situation with Klaasje is going. This game is crazy. Magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardy. It supposedly holds a recording of the mercenary task force radio communications recorded via decryption station. Not a good omen. Requires a boombox to play. I got one.
The reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Play the tape.
You push command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
I like violent static. Good.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
Goddamn, Kim, that's impressive.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice one. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the
Jesus Christ, okay.
Dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your porter reel. The tape stops.
Play this on the karaoke machine. Oh god, no. Well, now, okay, this isn't a confession of having done anything. Clearly a confession of someone being an asshole and talking about shitty shit, but not about having done something. So what was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
He did say he's going to do it. You can't edit words into someone's mouth. But.
Indeed, but.
Indeed, but.
There's more going on here than we know.
Who's this Cordy?
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his.
What's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there. The kind of thing he...
Give me kind of a Vietnam kind of vibe, maybe? You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
Yeah, we still got to show the photos of the tattoo to the fake scab guy.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
All right, what's now?
I think we've got a few more questions for Klaasje, don't we?
Ah! Okay.
To contradict her.
I guess it's time to go and talk to her again, which I'm fine with. Although I kind of feel like I might put on a cop outfit again for this. What shirt do I want? I mean, I like the mesh shirt because I like drama. Maybe I'll leave the mesh shirt on. Maybe I'll leave this outfit. But yeah, I'm going to put... maybe this one. That's what I want to do. All right. Oop. She's made around 4 months of payments for this room. How do I know that? I mean, obviously, we've gotten some different skills since last time I was here.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs. Plus...
electrochemistry to do that one. Okay. Ugh, I hate this whole line of questioning.
What brings you up here again?
Yeah, Titus gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to...
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Yeah.
This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
I'm not at liberty to say, ma'am.
It's intercepted radio.
Damn it, Kim!
of the deceased. Recorded via de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Kohoi was mentioned.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Do you think he was trying to scare people?
No. I'm pretty sure he did all those things. And then had to internalize them to keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona? Mask?
She's quite observant about the human character. Trained to observe, even.
I'm going to do this because it's a follow-up from Logic, but I kind of want to say persona. Did you learn this from studying Orange's Lit? Sounds psychological.
People who go to university know how to use words like internalize and integrate, officer. Now, what was that expression?
There's more to this. She has an index in her head of pathologies and how to exploit them.
She exploiting me?
You can trust Pillar Bookhead, by the way. As far as I can tell, he's not singing to her tune. The only one besides me.
So, Volition says Encyclopedia can be trusted. Okay. Persona?
Running joke.
Ah.
I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Norani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
Ew. Okay. You weren't afraid?
Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but girls are evil. Had I the physical robustness and social support, I'd be in Kohoi. I would be tearing it up Soldier of the Apocalypse style.
He thinks she protests too much or is putting on too much of a story.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things here in Martinez?
He was a never nude.
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed...
It's whiskey
and chocolate, happy, I guess.
Thank you for always showing me new games.
As much as
I
a
never
man
thought
like him
I'd try
could
if
be.
I hadn't seen you play them first.
Hey, Keanu. I mean, not that this is a new game, but it's obviously a game that is worth playing by a lot of people. I've started to dabble into watching a few other Let's Plays, not going too far in, just to see how wildly different other people's experiences in this game can be. And it's crazy. It's really crazy. Thank you very much for that.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being. What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for
This person's real fucked up. I'm just going to say.
okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you've had some time, can you tell me more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his.
There's a lot of that going
I
around.
tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
Why are you giving me a page.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Yeah. So where's Lelystad, the place I mean?
In Oranje, officer.
In Orange.
I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of
We'd be twice as far in this game if we didn't have Encyclopedia constantly butting in.
cows, silos, and wheat.
I love Encyclopedia,
You
though.
were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
So you're both from Orange.
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Yeah, so you've explained.
Sex, alcohol.
All the drugs.
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
Yeah, military man, but not a patriot.
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Muindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
A column of air encircles her, brushing gently on the metallic silver fabric that covers her shoulders and her long, slender arms.
Revachol chooses carefully.
True. It did not love him.
The feeling dissipates. The cold passes. The woman's eyes follow yours to the piece of notebook paper.
How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
A little younger than we thought, I think.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago.
Beer and loathing in Revachol, that's good.
He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
His eye color?
Blue. Light blue.
That we definitely didn't know because his eyes were all rotten out.
Like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Interesting. I too have stroked his hair.
Oily, isn't it? We have that in common now.
She understands what autopsies entail. It doesn't get her off balance.
He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
So, you liked it?
Quite a lot, yes.
Was it a Agnese map of the waterways?
Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
Showing off to chicks, how so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Oranese lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Oranese lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself.
Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. and his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths."
God damn.
And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
So you're the woman in this.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean?
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town.
Small town boy.
He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed. So they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people.
We completed victim
Summer
tattoos.
Islands.
Maybe we don't have to talk to this
And
guy
on other
later.
islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Good story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober.
Could it be love that did him in?
It very well could be, yes. What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
He told me in a dream love did him in. Not a dream, it's sort of a vision.
That's not funny, officer.
Her voice is like a slash through the air. Her shoulders
Her
tense.
voice changed there.
There. She momentarily lost control of the straight back guy. It appears that she feels guilty.
Well, Volition thinks so. Do you feel guilty?
Of course I do. I'm hungover. I feel guilty about everything.
I'm permanently hungover.
Do you feel guilty about what happened to him?
Among many other things, yes. I could have done something. There's always something he can do, right? Ask me something else.
What is this? An interrogation? You didn't tell her this was going to be an interrogation.
Something miraculous is coming. He told me.
The lieutenant blinks. His expression does not change. All right, let's see where this is going.
From way out in the northwest, he told me.
Cool.
Ew! Excuse me for ruining the vibe. Ew! That came on very suddenly.
There is a sound, something in the reeds, when the wind comes through them, on the inlet, on the little islands there between castaway tires.
There's something we have all forgotten.
Her light brown eyes fix on yours, then disappear behind her bangs as she drops her chin. She agrees.
Then right back to Sirius. We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what that will show us? Just a regular cop all of a sudden?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil.
I call this a Tuesday.
How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now.
I think we're finished with the line of questioning.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
I guess that's that. Ooh, thought.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
Well, I'm 45, actually. Oh, sorry, you mean the dead guy. Right. It's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Where's this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder?
Miss, how old do you think I am? Maybe she's just really bad at judging ages.
Huh. How old do I think you are?
She's buying time to formulate the best answer. Look who's finally awake.
I don't know. 21? 17? 16? When does the male libido peak?
I think I'm circa 45.
You're not.
I don't remember if we know anything about Harry's age.
Sure he is. You know, age is just a number.
Yes, but for him that number is higher than 45.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
All right, let's cut one of my arms off and measure the rings. Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
Okay. Date of birth generator. Your face looks like it's 58. Your body feels like it's 60. Your mind feels like it's lived for 1 day or 100. Both longer than they ought to be. The day and the century. But for how long, then, has this thing attached to your sentience walked the planet's crust? Time to start racking those brains of yours, Elder One. When and where were you born? I don't know. We don't have room for it, so we're just going to have to do without. But, okay, well, we knocked a few things off, which is great. Talk to Titus about the door gunner Megamix? Oh, because we listened to the radio. I didn't go back and talk to Titus, right. Okay, I guess we'll do that now. Alright, I'm going to go back through here because we got some stats that are slightly different and we might get some random little bubbles. Like this.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens.
What are those people doing in there? Everywhere. As if you don't know, Harry.
You lean closer to the peephole.
What's after talking to her again?
I bet they're doing something quite unnatural there.
I think I'm thinking in Klaasje's bedroom from here. We already know this.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here.
And I'm hoping she taped it up at this point.
The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
Boring footprints. I want to jump to sensationalist conclusions.
You and me too, Electro. We don't always get along, but check the footprints again? Or for the first time?
You clearly see footprints.
Maybe we never clicked on the footprints.
Covering the workshop floor.
Maybe we just got a bubble about it, because we knew the footprints, but maybe we never clicked on them.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
No, I think these are all grayed out. I think we have done this.
So
it was.
Yeah. Okay, we did do those. They're just still green, so they look new. I'm just going through here in case we get any more thought bubbles. Okay. Honestly, I don't know why I'm having this conversation with you, Titus, but I guess I'm going to report back to you.
It's you again.
And yeah, I do probably have some useful thoughts I could forget, but it costs XP. So I talked to Klaasje about the tape. And nothing. She stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol.
That may be true. I mean,
gold on that.
We're the only cops in Revachol, so by definition.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything, and it didn't change her mind.
Dark. Dark is when you start a goddamn death row.
Oh, right. We're the only cops in Martinez, not Revachol.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
She did not say whoop-de-doo.
I can confirm that.
Kim! Oh, why are you so good sometimes?
I see what you're doing there. Let's push him.
She didn't? Well, whoop-de-doo then.
Well, it didn't come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Yeah, she's kind of fucked up.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
Seems like they wanted to give Klaasje a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
All right. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawmen?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as he's trying to grind it smooth.
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I like saying everything. I think you had a lie plan, but she didn't play along. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Maybe she's still in denial. I think you had a lie plan, but she didn't play along.
I asked for your opinion, not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
This tape was the last chance for her to do what was planned.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
She probably can lie to us quite well, actually.
Oh no. He's definitely compromised.
Volition!
It's his hubris. Sadly, not much to do about it.
Volition is trying to tell us that this lady just lies and lies and lies. And I don't know if we're going to believe it.
Fantastic.
I think we're compromised.
Now, you remember how to do your job. I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
Yeah, guys. We should get a party going tonight.
Why?
Maybe not then.
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
Listen, man, don't feel bad. Maybe she just isn't who you thought she was. I mean, you just don't know her that well.
Nah.
Poke, poke, poke.
I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
Titus, she has my whole skill set compromised. She's some kind of pro.
What kind of pro? Y'all saying she's
I think she's a goddamn spy.
No, he's not saying that. Forget about it.
I don't know. She could be. No, I'm going to skip this one. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
Uh-huh.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent. They're confused. This is growing over their heads.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
Titus said, fuck off. Okay, I'll make a note.
That lying and scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
I'm wondering if Titus really is telling the truth here.
Yeah.
You know? She could have even given him a little pop in the mouth.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything.
She's been using these guys the whole time.
What is this?
Now she's using us.
Funeral shit. All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
20 beers? But there's 7 of you. Even if one of you's a non-drinker, it's still not divisible. 20 beer?
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers?
No, none of those are multiples of 7. You people are driving me crazy.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Whoa! Convince Titus he is being manipulated. Look at this. We got a -1 from pushing him on the tape. It's a white check. We may retry it. I mean, again, we can fail. We can fail on 3s as well because of our traits. So mention serial play, strange bullet, reaction to bullet, Evhart asked to cooperate, comrade skill set known, -1 from push Titus on tape. Angus can't take pressure, warned about the tribunal, discussed 8 Hardy, confronted about drug trade. Let's go! The godly difficulty, 16 difficulty. Of rhetoric. We've been putting points in rhetoric. That's great.
Convince
So watch me
Titus
fail.
he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
Rhetoric, whose side are you on?
But you know someone who might.
Yeah, one of his boys. Case closed. We're going home.
Fat Angus.
Yeah.
The powerful guy.
Yeah.
Mr.
He's the weak
All
point.
Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker.
Ooh, we can make some spare ribs.
Just remember, it's about more than Klaasje. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility.
Right.
Outside, under the rising sun, tattered and in ruins, the windows of the cafeteria aglow with her morning light.
That's it then. Case closed. We're going home, Kim.
Huh?
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
All because of some chick.
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the wild north.
They just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him? For no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
They knew he was dead when they hanged him.
Shut up, Angus.
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
The room falls quiet, so quiet you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Yeah, give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
She walks off without looking back.
What just happened between these two?
Yeah, what just happened?
You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
I'm still wondering if there's more to Elizabeth here, but... Okay. I'm sorry I made you guys fight. Kim, we did it! So you didn't kill him, he's already dead. Alright, so you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls.
Girls plural? There's another girl?
I'm still wondering about Sylvie as well.
Take note of this.
Right?
I'll probably say more about her later.
Because one of the first interactions we get in this game with Garte is we found out about this girl Sylvie. And it turns out she's the one who called the cops. No, she didn't. It was is it Klaasje that called the cops? I think it's Klaasje that called the cops. Because she didn't want him hanging anymore. Yeah. Because she frayed the telephone cable and stuff like that. It wasn't Sylvie, thought it might be. And then it was like this whole story, Sylvie's story just sort of ended. But I think I think her last name might actually be Chekhov.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
Girl singular.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Klaasje came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed.
Did you shoot him with my gun?
Not in a fun way.
Did I shoot him? I probably fucking shot him and then I pawned the gun off. Anyway.
It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. You keep taking it easy too, Angus.
That's okay with the fat man still wheezing there. He couldn't speak if he wanted to.
Oh, that's right. I only came here after the report of the body. That's true. I'm forgetting that I wasn't here before. Well, we don't know, I guess, but what happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hang.
Okay, I'll do it now. Kim, we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Tibbs Bashment. So who's Tibbs? The 8th Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window.
Oh, the 24-hour window replacement business?
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
All right, if Klaasje didn't kill him, then why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
Yeah, I told you she's not what she seems. She's had special training for something shady.
Oh, you meant that kind of training, like a spy?
Yeah.
Maybe. The kind of people who are after her.
That's my theory anyway. That's Harry's theory anyway. These people, who are they?
They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So who killed the merc then?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
She did have that window that was freshly replaced. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers.
It would be interesting if someone was actually trying to kill her and killed him instead.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klaasje. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
Maybe.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
Shut up, Eugene. You're out of your element, Eugene. And you had some ideas about his past, too?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns.
True.
Training. Years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else.
I feel like instead of narrowing down the pool of suspects, we've just like vastly expanded it.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points.
Jesus.
Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again. These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still, this guy's not as dumb as he looks.
So whose idea was to hang him anyway? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking
Yeah.
about the other one.
Yeah. Who is this other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
It's good. It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing 8th Hardy?
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
My head does hurt all the time.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated
Right.
with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her anyway.
Fine. But can you tell me anything? Name, current location?
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klaasje you want to talk to.
Listen, I am sorry, cop, that I made you guys fight. I feel bad about it.
Me too.
Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She, Klaasje, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. protection. But
you would still prefer if we didn't take her away.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
I can respect that.
We'll take that into account.
Wow. So I have a skill point, and yeah, I could unload one of our ideas. Honestly, I'm wondering about... Okay, here's an interesting question. Let's say I unlearned Lonesome Way Home, because apparently I don't got no way to go home. This raised the learning cap for perception to 5. If I did that, I have 4 points in here, and based on everything else in Motrix, it makes me feel like our cap for perception would actually be a 3. Would it drop me down to a 3 or leave me at 4? That might be important. Like, if I'm going to forget anything. I mean, there's a bunch of others. We could get rid of Precarious World, which all it does is tweak this critical success and failure thing, which, honestly, we could probably just get rid of. I don't think that's doing much for us in any way. It's not even that, like, interesting as a piece of text. So that might be a good one to drop to incorporate something else in. Yeah, well, it's still bus speed. Not we've got any speed, but that could be a thing. You know, learning cap. We're not putting points into endurance, so maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. The Mazovian stuff is cool. The self-critique is cool. White Morning is actually pretty useful for all the learning caps going up by 1. No, we're not totally using it. I want to keep the art degree. I'm going to keep this. Did I put the tie back on? It's 2 perception. That's cool. That's cool, you know. Yeah, it ties back on. Good. Okay. Volumetric shit compressor is fairly useless at this point. Yeah, because I did a one-time unlocking of all the white checks, which doesn't matter anymore. And it just raised the endurance cap to 4, which I haven't invested anyway. And I think my cap would actually be 3. So, yeah, that might be the way to go, is drop this. It's pretty funny, but I could drop this and put something else in. I'm not opposed to that idea. Because I really like pursuing these different stories, these different little sub-thoughts. They were like one of my favorite parts of the game. But at the same point, we're sort of crafting our personality. Okay, unless anyone's like, oh, no, there is a special reason why you might want to keep volumetric shit compressor, I think I will spend the skill point to forget that and then slot something else in. Yeah, generally avoiding, like, spoilers, including mechanical spoilers, but in this one, leave it open here. This guy would be an explosive decompressor. Don't think there's a reason anymore. All right, cool. All right, let's ditch it. Forget volumetric ship compressor. Bam. And then in the slot, okay, this white background is making it hard to read, especially to note. Okay, I think the grayed out stuff starts here. Date of birth, meh. Indotrib, Wompty Dompty Center. Litany of contact mic. Featherwort. Wait, what is it that I just unlocked? That I was like, oh, maybe that? I've been smashing objects. That is pretty funny. Waterway South is actually kind of interesting. I guess I didn't just unlock anything. It's just that I got the point. But there was something more recent. Yeah, I guess the most recent thing is date of birth. I don't know if I'm going to pursue that. How do I care how old I am? 7 hours and 15 minutes. I guess I can try. Humpty Dumpty. Smashing objects is pretty funny. Wompty's funny sounding, ergo gets my vote. I can't argue with that logic. It'll be a little disappointing if it takes no time to research. If it's a disappointing bonus, then it's like, we kind of we'd have to maybe spend another skill point undoing it. That's the only problem with these. pale one? Which one's the pale one? All right, let's Wompty it. It is pretty funny. And we'll get the satisfaction of, like, it hitting us pretty soon. All right. As we're talking to her for the last time, I wonder if that's literally true. Oh, the motorway south is the pale one. Oh! Shit, that... maybe we'll do that one after. Yeah, okay.
It's always good to see you.
Stop messing with my brain with your weird tricks.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
All right. The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
I'm the cool cop, remember? Lied to us, sent us on. I know, you don't look surprised. You were expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police.
I'm the police!
For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying.
Yeah, the best part of talking to her is my brain arguing with itself.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
I'm gonna be tough. That's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Okay, what is the involvement with the moral intern got to do with this?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
Yeah, is this part of why Orange is a bad memory for you?
I have people after me. And they have friends in the moral intern. Some are moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
I mean, so you say, but...
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
All right, Volition, we've got this.
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
Yeah! All right. What did you have to do with these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Louisduin County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Louis-Scop conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Louis-Scop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Papalolo!
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
Sure, there are people who have done much worse than that. You're right. This is bad. You destroyed people built. That's a lot of shit you've gotten yourself into.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with.
Yeah, I was thinking there was something about a printer company previously.
That
but I couldn't remember.
Look into her eyes. There's more.
What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
Fucking shit, man!
She says it quickly, like she said it 100 times to herself.
Yeah, she needs to borrow my volumetric shit compressor.
Out of guilt.
It's bad. How do you live with your... Listen, that's, it's not easy to deal with.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, look at me. How do you think I do it? By not remembering a single goddamn thing.
That would do the trick, yes.
Around her, a drop in the atmospheric pressure. Not long from now, it will get dark. The rain will come, and the air will start moving faster, circling the box she stands on. She's already in prison here for what happened, and she's prepared to never leave, even after his death.
What happened here the night he died? Although I'm kind of curious about this first, but... You know, fuck it. Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Idiot? She's nothing of the sort.
Yeah, so you'd have us believe, but you're not.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Fucking Kuno.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravachol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
I don't know, Drama. You might be compromised, apparently.
Oh, God. That was a lie, too. Who made the call, then?
Right? Right?
She did, of course.
I don't... this is like... You know when you're having an extra high sort of like ADHD moment and you can't make a decision between things? This is what's going on in Harry's brain right now. Right? You keep arguing with yourself and you get stuck with decision paralysis. Okay, what happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me.
Okay, maybe less exactly.
I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me.
Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
So this is the one thing he takes his armor off for.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Your cigarette, miss. Don't burn your fingers.
Oh.
You know, I'm sorry, cop. But there's a part of my brain that insists that you might still be lying to me. Are you sure you're not making this up?
I'm not lying to you.
You may sometimes be bad at reading her, but this time, truly, she's telling you how it really went down.
Sure, Drama, I believe you.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
This doesn't fit with the testimony of Titus Hardy. He said she was higher than usual.
Yeah, Titus said you look pretty high, but I'm wondering if she did something afterwards.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
More fucking lies! It's possible that literally everything she said to us has been 100% and completely untrue.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset.
Sure, electrochemistry. We'll get right on that.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What'd you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection, as far as you can.
Sure, why didn't you run away from here? Why are you still here?
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets.
All right, what happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar.
Yeah, tell me about Sylvie.
The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
I'm sorry, before we continue, who's Ruby? Part of me thinks that we may have heard the word Ruby, the name Ruby before, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's the first time we've encountered it, but something is prickling in my head, and she might be the second woman. Although I'm still wondering if there's more with Sylvie too. But Ruby's probably the lorry driver, truck or drug person.
Ruby, you know, the leader.
The leader, you say?
The leader? Of what?
Of the Hardy Boys?
The Hardy Boys.
I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys. Unless her name is Ruby Hardy.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told.
Ruby's the first person you told, huh?
She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
There's been a lot of tampering with that body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
So, because that's one of the things I was wondering. If it took them a while to get the body out to the back, at that point, the blood would have already pooled on his back or wherever, however he was lying. As she said, he was slouched. But if they hung him here quite quickly early on, okay.
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
I wonder why they did that, though. Why not just be like, dude got randomly sniped. Who cares? It's not our problem. Throw him in the trash. Maybe they just saw it as an opportunity of like, okay, well, we can big ourselves up and use this to try to scare off the corporation or whatever. Because this doesn't seem like they weren't covering up the shooting. Hell, the boys, I believe, Well, I guess they knew he was dead. Although, by the time they came in, they saw him hanging in the shower. Maybe they thought, wow, this dude just killed himself, so we're just going to move him out in publicly. Like, there's still questions. There's still something. I mean, there's lots of things missing, but there's like, hang on, all right. So what did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a
I guess
while.
get attention away from her, sure.
I should lay low or something. So I did.
Miss Ruby, where is she now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
Yeah, make Titus give up the
We
location.
will need to take this question to the Hardy.
Back and forth. Man, we're getting our cardio on these steps. Fuck this running around with the stuffed bird. It's the steps here giving us the cardio. Like the stairs.
Interesting.
This is how Harry's going to die.
We go through so much trouble to hide something someone else.
It's Ruby, someone we've already met with a different name. It's Lena! This whole time!
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot.
That's an interesting point. I'd originally taken it like Ruby had seen a look on Klaasje's face and knew there was something wrong before she said anything. But that is interesting.
It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Klaasje.
Volition's got such a hate on for Klaasje. Hey, when it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know.
Kim is Ruby.
Anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
That's why I said sniped. I didn't think he was like, I didn't think someone dropped onto the roof here and like pistoled him through the window. Did you kill Ellie? It's a stupid question, but we're a stupid kind of person.
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs.
Oh, I mean, I'm happy that like we're not letting electrochemistry run our lives, but I love the commentary from it.
He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition.
That's not a bad point. Wait, is logic going back to blaming her again?
Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Oh! It looks like this is a case where we're going to be able to ask a lot of questions, which is great. I mean, drugs were an integral part of your relationship. Perhaps they contributed to its end, or perhaps you just simply don't remember.
What does that mean?
Do drugs make you aggressive?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other. They take them to feel okay with each other. I thought Ravishal would be more enlightened about this. Especially since you've taken them yourself.
Yeah, but I'm also a very violent person.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance. It's not one of respect. You may want to add a clever retort to this one.
Clever retort! Clever retort! This makes me think of Free Guy with catchphrase.
She looks at you, confused. The lieutenant shares her confusion. Respond with something professional. Now.
Listen, the downstairs people... Or no, hold on. It's okay if you did it in self-defense. It's fine. We would understand.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before. That wasn't what happened.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
Some of the downstairs people have this crazy idea that you killed them. I mean, I would never imagine that, but other people, not me.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
But he must have had a weapon nearby.
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor.
The bullet in his head, it was jacketed, military grade. Who else here has a military rifle?
I don't know. His friends have rifles. Maybe those psychos did it.
I mean, it seems reasonable.
Have rifles. I'm not a munitions expert, and I did not shoot him.
She might have been a tad disingenuous. when she avoided talking about the bullet in his head before. Look who's waking up from 1,000 years of sleep.
I knew he was going to come in and be like, see, I told you. You've lied to me about this bullet before. When I said he was shot, you said you were confused.
I've said I'm sorry. What more do you want me to say?
Hey, I'm sorry,
I did
cop.
my best not to lie. It didn't always work.
Fine, I want you to answer some other questions.
Like what?
Could the people after you have killed them?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however...
Is that why you're hanging out on the roof so that you're an obvious target? No one else has to
happened
shoot you,
didn't
shoot anyone
have
else?
anything to do with me.
But maybe it did?
I just don't know. I don't know anything.
I mean, someone might not want to kill you, but make you feel pain in other ways, you know?
We can't go after loose cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't believe in sane leads, Kim.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
If they want to kill me, they'll kill me. If they want to toy with me, they will. She's come to this conclusion weeks ago.
When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
Titus and Tiberius? Good names.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
In the bedroom, inside?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
Okay, I think we're done here for now.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
Lieutenant glances at you down that door.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody.
Okay, Volition, settle down, bud.
No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
In God's name, wake up, drama! Manipulating your skill set, clearly lied about the bullet, the love that did him in, lied about before, discussed a secret route.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps.
That's right.
She probably didn't give you her real name either.
Maybe.
Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it.
Listen, don't get mad on me now. But that is how we do it. Go through the conversation, top to bottom, then make one of the decisions at the bottom.
See?
All right. Hey, Kim, why haven't we arrested her?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
Ooh, someone's getting detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
You know, I think you didn't make that call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers
We're
are
probably really wrong now.
Call 8-100-2 for emergencies.
What kind of phone number is that for emergencies? It's not as good as the one from IT Crowd.
There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergency's desk number.
Oh, okay, so she knows how to dial 999.
Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the
Oh, this is quasi-France where we are. What is it, 112? In most of, like, mainland Europe? I said 999, which is the UK. Now, in a lot of those places, they actually do route a lot of those numbers, 911, 999, 112, all to the emergency because, like, people who are traveling might not know the correct one. I think in the UK anyway, I think 999 and 112 both work. I don't know if 911 is supported. maybe it is. It'd be the smart thing to do if it doesn't conflict.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
I worked as an IT manager for a call center for a while. And it was one of those places where, you dial 9 to get an outside line. But we had a problem once because I don't know where it was, but there was some area code we were calling, and we're hitting 1 for the international, like long distance number for North America. And then the area code, I believe, started with another 1. So what was happening is people were dialing 911, and our telephone switch was programmed as a safety feature, because the idea is if people are in a panic, right? If there's an emergency, you don't want people to have to dial 9, then 911, like 9 to get an outside line, then 911 for emergency. So the telephone switch had been programmed so that if someone dialed 9 followed by 11, it would call 911, the emergency number. And then as a result, we had a call center of 100 people that every time this one study, it was market research call center is who I worked with. For this one study, some percentage of the calls were leading to 911 calls. And it's not like, and it wasn't even the agents automatically dialing it manually. It was part of the dialer that we had and all that stuff. Anyway, it caused some issues. So I had to learn telephone switch operations to reprogram the filters or whatever was on this thing to not trigger for that. I can't remember what ultimate solution was, but yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. Anyone could know the number, and that someone coughed, it means nothing. Although, if we happen to know that the person on duty at that time was an older woman with a cough, then that would help to validate her story.
But I know the time of the call, too. I know I have not been 100% truthful with you, officers, but I am now.
Is your real name? What is your real name?
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Yeah?
Okay.
Ooh, her voice cracks suddenly, like there's a garrote around her neck. Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Good. Now you can tell me the truth.
I log your work every week. It's all transmitted to common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Yeah, was the passport bullshit too? That passport you keep hidden?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Klaasje Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smit.
We had a moment when we were up by the coast by the reeds where we had a thought, oh, this would be a good place to hide something. But that was it. There was no interaction spots. I bet you that's the place for this. Anouk Mea Smit.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa.
That's probably her actual name.
Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Mea Smit, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
Where's this buoy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds. On the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
The wind rises, so do the hairs on your back. Somewhere west, small bubbles rise from a plastic ball floating in the water. Rusty, the color of oversteeped tea.
Oh, God. I'm going to steal all these descriptions, by the way. And the next book I read is like 90% of it is just going to be stolen text from this game. So what's happening?
Long, spindly arms are spinning the buoy around, turning it.
Spindly arms?
Like a magic 8-ball, trying to find a way to snap it open.
Nothing is useless.
Why don't we get more of the Shiver's voice? West of the boardwalk, out in the reeds, we have to check out this boy's. Accept task.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here.
So tell me your real name. Is that not even the name on the passport? Wait.
Right near the waterline.
She told us that name.
Oh.
Oh. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Okay. I guess here's why Kim said falsified documents, which seemed weird to me. Because I was like, what do you mean falsified documents? No, that's her passport with her real name. But no, that's not even her real name. So she told us she was Klaasje, and then the passports say Anouk, but her real name is Katarzyna Alasziye. Cat. Nice name.
It's a Grad name. Jimsk or Yugo Grad.
Yeah, are you not from Orange?
Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music infused alcoholism.
Hold on. Cat is not an Orange's name. It's not even Mundi. Sorry, Mundi with extra U sounds. It's Grad.
My parents were Zemsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Alasziye is my father's name.
I'll just call you Miss Orange Disco Dancer. I mean, it's in there. And you know what? That's better. She's trying to keep her name on the DL. Let's not go around calling her by her actual name that could cause problems. I like this. I'm just going to call you Miss Orange. I know it's not orange, but I'm going to say Miss Orange Disco Dancer. I got this thing where when Anglophones try to pronounce French words and it comes out just horrible, and I'm like, no, just use the Anglophone version of it. It's like when Anglophones say Paris as the capital of France, and I'm just like, no, man, just say Paris. It's fine. It's fine. It's better. It's better that way. It's better. So I should not try. Miss Disco.
You can call me whatever you want.
I just got an achievement. Hyperstellar. Hold on. Where's my Steam? It went away. Steam window. Hyperstellar law enforcement. Say 7 deranged superstar lines. How is that a deranged superstar line? I thought that was totally legit and like kind of reasonable. Maybe that says more about me than Harry. So you're probably not even Miss Orange 37, are you?
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Just don't call me late for dinner. Hey-oh.
Yes, they can. For lying.
All right, enough.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
I actually am changing what I'm saying for her. What if I told you I was under arrest, Miss Orange?
But I haven't done anything illegal.
I probably true. I mean, you sort of conspired to kind of, cover up a crime, a murder.
She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case.
Yeah. Obstruction of justice? Maybe that's not a thing here.
Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
You misrepresented information about the case. Without the Hardy's confession, we'd know nothing.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Whoa! Is it happening?
Please no.
Eyes become round with tears, tries back further up. Don't fucking fall over the roof and die.
Fragile, unshielded. Her voice is thin and tired.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
Rest didn't say anything else. All right, what do you know? Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says, gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
I think we did get the sense from her lorry cabin that she was gay. But that's still that's a pretty thin reason here.
What she's saying is, Sex?
Sex?
And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship.
Uh-huh.
When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it.
Are we being fucked with again? Yeah, exactly, Nekobuster. Are we being played again?
Not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in you?
she said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
This is just sensationalism and guesses.
I know what it sounds like.
I'm full of doubts
That's why
now.
I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs.
Uh-huh.
Somehow, she knew Lely was dead.
I mean, it's clear we're going to have to track down this Ruby.
When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching? Yet again, you're coming up with this. The worst thing is, it may be true.
When Ruby said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased, was she threatening you?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be, to keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
Settle down, drama. And how could she have killed him?
You said there was a secret route there, right?
Right. The back door at the pinball workshop. I guess they could have been her footprints. On the other hand, I wonder if the footprints, we would have seen the one smooth shoe.
She could have come up through there, then taken this shot. Right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Yeah, but you would have heard it from here. I mean, even with a silencer, video games and movies make you think that silencers are like 100% quiet, which isn't necessarily the case, but okay.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when,
What is it?
The people. My bed is right next to... She would have seen us.
Right.
You mean to suggest she made it?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself? No. I just remembered you told me about it, and...
I can't believe a single thing anymore. I mean, maybe now we've broken through and now she's telling the truth, but it's like, I can't. I've known one person who was a hardcore, like, actual serial liar, making up stuff that's like, why would you even do that? Like, there's no point, but it's like, in hindsight, it's like, oh, it's a compulsion. And she probably has the extra level of feeling like she has to protect herself for like 30 different reasons here, but...
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things from there. Don't let your imagination run wild here, sire. Keep it on track.
All right, that's it for Ruby.
Okay. And what? Arrest the liar now. Why? She told us some pretty interesting things there.
Interesting. This is an internal who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
Oh, good. I think we should take you in just in case. Okay, I'll keep you here, miss, for now. I mean, I'm not going to arrest her. we probably have some standing to do it, but it's pretty thin. And I think drama's overcorrecting. And I'm worried that if I advance, she's literally going to backflip over this. She's got her heels on. No, I'll keep you here. Yeah, just stay here. You know, don't leave town. Kim puts the cuffs away.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. The roof doesn't look that steep, but you know, I don't know. Someone starts tumbling ass over a tea kettle.
Something tells you, you will.
You won't regret it. Something tells you you will. God damn it. Okay, talk about you and Ruby
She
again.
nods.
But yeah, we've done that. All right, let's change the subject for the time being.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath.
I still haven't gotten to the bookstore to use the freaking computer again.
You are. This is not the end of this.
Okay, I think this just returns us to where we were.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
We demand. She slowly.
All right. Ooh. Okay, we popped our idea while we were in conversation.
Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd. You hate them. Everyone hates them. Even they hate themselves. It's nauseating. An industry built on sprezzatura and sparkling wine. And, let's be honest, tax evasion schemes. The
Art sales are great for money laundering.
Is the heart of this unholy symbiosis of aesthetics and tax optimization. And now that you've internalized it, you can have a piece too.
What the fuck? Encyclopedia passives give plus 10 XP and plus 2 real. Minus 2 suggestion, pretentious maker. Now, we got this from... When did we get this? Did we get it from doing stuff around the church? Like, we got it relatively recently. Because this is clearly, like, the second you can enable this, like, holy shitbag. For all the times that Encyclopedia triggers? That's insane! What? The building with the man with the kid. Is that when we got it? Oh my god. Wow. I mean, because yeah, we haven't actually had it in our thing too long. That's insane. So motorway south, edge of the map. Yeah, okay. This is about the freaking. When we get another level up, and apparently XP is going to come a lot faster now. I think we're going to forget something else and put in motorway south because I do kind of like that idea. Oh, what's the purple?
As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all.
I was right.
If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate.
What a dick move to say this, so I'm totally going to say it. Looks like love did him in, after all.
She's silent, holding on to her coffee mug. No vapor rises from it.
Did we do anything with the Evart contract? We forged signatures and mailed it. We still have to go and talk to him about it.
It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help. This may help the others see.
Say nothing, let her answer.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me. Or that it was chemically induced and not real.
Why?
Easier that way.
Was it real?
I don't know.
Well, now I'm like, what I should do is put some more ranks in Encyclopedia so we trigger the frickin' passive more. Hang on. Dick Mullen Hat is making a reappearance. I don't know if we have anything else to boost Encyclopedia, but I'm going to go through the back room again, see if we get another new thought with things that have developed. Wow. I don't remember if I've got to talk to you again. Let me check.
It's you again. What is it?
Oh, I got to look at the window. Thank you. Okay, hold on. I'm going to talk to you again after I check the window. His animation of, like, getting up and down every time is a little annoying. Maybe if I spam, maybe there's a way to skip it. Again, we're getting in our stair cardio.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass.
All right, what happened here?
An untarnished golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired.
Yeah, the angle's going to be interesting, because if it was shot from this rooftop here, it would have to be pretty level. If it was shot at a downward angle, then it would have to have been from a higher location, so probably another building. It's also possible a level shot could be another building somewhere else, depending on distance, but it could still eliminate some things if we can figure out something.
The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain, ending him.
Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole, shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Oh, is this the map? Oh! A prime is where we are. I thought this was inside the building. But B1, 2, and 3 are possible shot locations that we're trying to calculate. Interesting. We haven't been to that little pier area yet. And I actually don't even know what this is at all. I mean, we haven't been to any of those places. So, all right, have a look at point A prime, the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions. All on
visual calculus is cool.
The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I'm what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made?
72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition, a Belma-grave rifle.
Like the one I have.
This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot.
That's the thing. These other distances are super far away. On the other hand, the noise issue, right?
The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room? Closer point?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
Yeah, but you never know. Any argument against A prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Yeah, could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Yeah, extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Have a look at B prime, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Now here's the thing. If Ruby did done do it, then it would have had to be A prime. But have a look at D double prime, Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Have a look at B triple prime, the islet.
1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinez perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Let's say...
I see you have given this a lot of thought.
Surprisingly, eh?
Locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling.
You hit it there it says islet? Because I'm thinking more like islet is probably what I'm thinking more, but I might be wrong. I don't know. Some words you read more than... I'm just checking the roof here to see if there's anything, but I didn't think so. Yeah. Some words you read more than you hear said out loud, and then you're like, how does this get pronuncified? I don't know. Okay, now I'm going to talk to Titus. It's 4 o'clock. Oh, hold on. We might be putting a break in here because I think A Kiss for Luck is streaming again today, and she's streaming this, and I'm so excited to watch. Yep, she is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to park myself right outside Titus, because that's what we're going to do next time. We got to do that. I still got to go to the computer. While I'm in the neighborhood, I could swing by Evfart and also check that cargo container again. We have so much to do. But we're going to get to watch more of it right now, simply by virtue of tuning into A Kiss for Luck, who is still in the early days of her stream of this, and it's been wonderful. So I'm excited to watch. As a reminder, Wednesday, we are streaming Civilization 7. There's a good chance I'm going to be starting early on Wednesday, because I'm going to be too excited to start. It could technically start anytime after 9 a.m. Eastern time, is I think the embargo. I don't know if it'll be quite that early. We'll see. I got to get my coffee in first, maybe a little brekkie. But other than that, yeah, so stay tuned, keep the tab open, wait for an alert, something. If you're on the Discord, I'll give you a ping over there. Let's go and give A Kiss for Luck some love, and I'll see you on Wednesday. And if you haven't checked the YouTube channel, there's a bunch of Civ going up today. See you, folks. Bye-bye.